It's one of you two, I'm guessing. I only have the U's.
I still think that AGOG should be the one to do it, just because, especially if he's recording this.
Perfect. Here, I'm going to give you these coveted virus core U's. Which at first I was like, oh no. Everybody was like, oh, good luck. And I was like, shit. And then Midnight was like, I have like 8 of them from running rare items with snow. And I was like, oh, can I have 3?
Now, all I have to remember is where all my hotkeys are, because I just completely redid them. So I got a little cheat sheet in front of me. So let's see how well I do.
It took me forever to, like, on the emulator, you can get an overlay that shows you like what each one is. And it took me forever to stop playing without it. I had issues with it at first, and when I poked one up about it, I got a very one-up response. I was like, okay. My intelligence was called into question, and I was like, oh no, it's this.
Well, it happens. It happens. Yes. All right. If I remember correctly, that's the one I have. So
I got one too.
Wouldn't mind donating one to the cause. There it is. The mysterious Q core, I have no idea where I got from.
I'm pretty sure all of mine are just from areas that we've set up that have the virus cores on them. Do you need another Q, or oh, you're good. Okay.
Eternal?
Twilight.
Yes.
I was like, there's a Twilight in there somewhere.
Of course. It should be the second to last word in the list, because I haven't sorted it by anything. That's just by how I've added them. Pop out. Let me take a look. You know, I may have moved that one up. I don't remember why, but I think I did a little bit of tweaking.
Oh. Yeah, I finally upgraded mine a little while ago.
Just so happens I have Annie. Let's see. I have Gear Rum ready to go. So.
Yeah.
Just imagine it. All right. Well.
Did you not get to go to Nesta? Yeah, I did this once with V.
Of course it's a secret. How coy.
Now we go back.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it
hadn't.
feels good to actually go to it legitimately, though, for sure.
Absolutely.
And now we just go back to that same area, I'm pretty sure.
Back to intern.
And it should bring us to the field this time.
I'm guessing that's just like a tutorial. Hey, something's going to be weird here. Just be aware of it.
I'm pretty sure it also triggers the glitchy turtle too. Ooh, all the glitches. You're good. I'm giving speed charms out to people who already have speed charms. I don't think there's any monsters on the field.
This was when I was working on,
Oh.
and I don't think I was.
No big deal. Oh, I heard feet stop
wasn't
moving.
there.
I thought you were behind me.
I think I was just out of range.
Oh man, he's so creepy. Yeah. Hold on. Clear these chests. I'm gonna hop on my grunty and take a picture of this bad boy.
Oh. What I was going for when I was building it is like a little thing around it with dead trees and stuff. I guess it looks even better corrupted.
Yeah, care good. I needed a picture of that. Nightmare fuel.
I never noticed that, but the map view on the area server glitches out too.
Yeah. Dow was showing us that when we went to a corrupted area on Hongik once. Speaking of Dow, comments on the photo. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll just stand.
It's all good. I'm here for the adventure mostly.
0 XP ain't doing anything for me, so I can just stand anyways. I just like doing the corrupted areas. That's good. I mean, we got to do the New Year's event, which I was totally not expecting. I mean, I know it happens all the time, but... Just reminds me of like BioShock, like it's trapped in perpetual New Year's. Yeah, that's fine. Life feels enough like Groundhog Day right now.
Emuz is perfectly fine. In fact, it's probably the best way. I've always made it a little fluid because it's think of it like an early mid 90s bastardization of the plural of emu from emulation. So,
Okay.
because I used to be a ROM hacker back in the day. So
Nice.
now I got Sonny and Cher stuck in my head. Oh, back a sec. Let me regen a little bit.
You're good. Here, I was gonna say I got 99 mage souls.
Okay, I've got some too, but I'm used to being the more casual, just.
It was like that for a while, but then we started doing like rare treasure hunting with people, or farming for stuff, and you just clear all of the treasure that's there, and you just after a certain amount of time, you're like, I have so much money in this game. Like I literally am just buying 99 just because I can. It's fun though. Like I took 2 people that were like super low level wyvern hunting just by giving them a bunch of fire summons. Cost me a pretty penny, but they were like, oh my gosh.
It's always the fun part. I remember a long time ago when I first started playing back in the Cold War era, I brought my friend in, and we ended up running the dungeon. I was only like level 5 at the time, so it wasn't that much of a level difference, but it was still enough when you're running like a 1 or 2 field, and it was a lot of fun running them through it. They really enjoyed it. It was a blast.
Whole long hallway.
Yes. This is one I designed, but I designed it a couple days ago, so I don't remember what's in it. In fact, I didn't get to finish it. It corrupted before I finished it. So there's no custom text in it or anything like that, but
That's okay. Honestly, that was my biggest regret of the first one, was I didn't realize how fast the text was on screen. I just started filling stuff out, and then by the time I was done, I was like, yeah, it's good. And I went and ran through it. I was like, oh my gosh, the text moves so fast.
I think my biggest thing was I didn't realize that the actual how it looked in the editor as actually how it looks in the game, like how the lines run off. Because I had the first couple ones it did, the text kind of broke off and stuff. But then I realized, comparing it to the actual in-game version, how close actually the text box actually was. So.
Nope. You guys ain't resing each other.
I'll be over here. Oh, perfect. They'll smack you with their rocks a couple times, but that's about it.
Yeah, this is definitely the best one to have a corrupted dungeon of. It's a freaky dungeon without the corruption.
Not to mention, I think most of the corrupted dungeons in the actual game that have any that are pivotal or come in are in the flesh dungeon type. So it's got that kind of sentimental value, if that's the right word to call it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely a very unique feeling world. There's not very many other games that have the same kind of charm that it does.
Absolutely. Even R2 lost a lot of its charm that it had.
I'd agree. I like certain things about it, but it felt like it was trying really hard to cash in on the tropes of that era. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we could do it just for him. All we have to do is edit his version of the game.
Yeah. In my head, he's just yelling cheese names out when he's hitting things. Force a habit.
You didn't need all the shortcut keys. You could have an entire modifier key and 4 hotkeys dedicated to cheese sayings.
Be hard though. I have shortcuts for every button now. And then I'm always feeling like it's not enough. What would have been awesome is if you could have it do custom shortcuts with the actions.
Like maybe a battle mode and a not battle mode. Yeah.
I don't know who that is who just connected to my server. Hine? Hine? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Snow's joining. Snow, find out who it is. Watch, this probably like somebody new who actually has that name on Discord and just flew over my head. They disconnected when Snow joined.
Someone's antisocial.
On Great Tree.
Take that, poor unfortunate soul.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this in first person. For the authentic experience.
Has anybody tried to
do the VR thing?
Yeah.
No, but I know how to moonwalk.
Fair enough.
I would need a VR headset. I got to try like putting a phone in a VR headset like a month ago, and that was interesting.
Was it convincing enough?
Yeah, but it was just like apps and stuff, like little pre-made experiences, but like, yeah, like it was good. I would like to try and see like actual stuff in VR though.
Yeah. Sorry, I was doing my debuff, not my attack. Yeah, I figured that would create an interesting result, having the second one adjacent instead of next to it.
I like putting them right in front of the door when you walk in too. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Exactly. That's kind of the style that I was going with. Is that it's a single isolated story. Like if you were doing D&D, this would be your story.
Even with like the farming maps that I've been making on Great Tree, I've been trying to make them like, oh, mighty adventurer, like please slay all the wyverns or just something dumb like that, just to like give it some sort of like theming.
Funny enough, you were talking about the having a monster portal in the stairwell. I almost put one in this stairwell here, but I think what I did is I put it at the exit stairwell instead on going to the next floor.
Yeah, it's good. Not a lot of people do it, and like I've played through a lot of custom dungeons. I don't understand why. I feel like it's a really good thing to throw in there. People don't expect it.
Let me take a look. Well, let's go to the side because up is where the actual exit is. I'm running a little slow. I need me pick me up.
Yeah, I have medium one too.
Thank you. Wonder if okay, this is the way that goes up back up to the exit.
Okay, we'll go back the other way.
We'll go the other way. It's mostly symmetrical. I tried to make it a little bit different the further you've gone up because I wanted it to look pretty much the same from the bottom half of the map. But when you got up, then you'd be able to tell if you've gone to the right branch or you haven't by the time you've gone 3 or 4 rooms in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I always liked how its eyes popped out when it died.
Yeah. The shining eyes?
The shining eyes, yeah.
Yeah. I just like them in general. A lot of the dark monsters in this game, though, are probably my favorite ones. I mean,
like
Halloween for obvious reasons.
Obviously. The other ones I really like are the alien-inspired ones.
Yeah.
Especially the data drain monster they become in, the little guy in the UFO.
Yeah. I love some of the things they turn into when you data drain them. The monkey crab. The dragons are cool, but a lot of people don't seem to not understand that worm is another word for dragon. Some people are like, these birds, and I'm like, it's a worm, it's a dragon.
Now I get the ultimate elemental hit. Yeah, I guess if you don't understand that worm means dragon, but I mean, there's so many other things in modern fiction that use the term worm nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
And sounds like a radio station call song, Kai-san. Ah, yes. Still what I put in there. Amateur blades. Didn't corrupt that.
Hey, Gog, did you notice that the guy who started, or is the leader of the Minutemen Guild left? Yeah, he dropped out of fragment again. Or they, I don't know.
Dow?
Yeah. Somebody reached out and they just said they were finding that they were spending too much time playing, so they wanted to stop. I'm not gonna lie, though. It seemed kind of sus to me that happened on the 15th, and I remember seeing on like the 13th or 14th, like, they were like, oh, I lost everything from the playthrough I went through before. There's no way of getting it back. And they were like, nope. And then it was like the next day they were like, hey, I'm out. I'm like, oh, interesting. I'm assuming that room's the God statue. right? Well, they had joined a couple times before and then left. And I had like poked them about it and been like, hey, like what's going on? And like before they were just like, oh, this is going on. I'm like, okay, like I'm not gonna try and push or anything, but or we could see if they're willing to log in and transfer ownership.
I'm sure Alka could help on that situation because it's probably just all you really have to do is go into the database and change it. That's the
That's cool.
That's the room.
The game has a feature though to change. Has a feature just to pass it over. I mean, like if they wouldn't, I mean, yeah, but
because the mid. I know.
Oh, it's just kind of sad because I thought it was a really good idea to give the Minutemen a guild. Like when I heard that, I was like, "That's perfect! Like, why hasn't that been a thing yet?" Yeah. I still can't believe you got it on your 4th try. It's fucking ridiculous. It took me. Go for it. I was gonna say, it took me a whole day, and even that I felt was pretty lucky because Dow told me they had spent like a couple days farming for it, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna get ready to do this for like a week straight, and then I pushed for like a whole day of doing nothing but it, and then me, you, and Duke got it. And then you were like, I got it on the 4th run, and I was like, that's insane luck.
I haven't even tried for anything rare at this point. I think I have a couple of rare items that I was gifted to a long time ago, but like I think for my twin blade character, I definitely want to get Sora's blades for them. Yes, I have that. Yeah, I'm just not high enough level to contemplate running those higher, you know.
Yeah, but as a wave master, as long as you have somebody else with you, you're usually good. And there's a lot of areas where you can really cheese the Pokemon mechanics. Like we found out, you could take basically like a super low level anything into a wyvern area, and as long as they have fire spells and somebody's there to kind of shield them from getting the first hit, they're fine. They're laughing. Wow, 10 XP is pretty big considering the most I've seen is 6 XP for kills lately.
I got 360.
360?
I got 360. Let me look at my status. Nice. I got some over leveled gear. I got like a 97 helm that gives me follow reps, whatever that is. The everyone gets full HP.
Yeah.
And I basically my favorite kind of wand is the type that I have here, this shape.
Yeah.
I have every single. Go ahead. Okay. Like I have every single one of them at this point. I was given to them like farmed for a couple of the low level ones, but some of the upper level ones I was given as a gift, so I have all of them. And the last one I got was from a guild purchase, the Spark one, the level 56 one. I'm still too low level to power that up.
It's the problem with Wave Master weapons is like when you play a melee class, you could almost get away with using anything, and then when you play Wave Master, it's like, oh yeah, none of these spells work for me.
Hands of the Earth, health drink, and a speed charm. I do not.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Okay. I will definitely take you up on that at some point. Yeah, and it would be the last one I think in this set. I think that is the only one that I don't have, and it is unique. It does have its own unique shape too. So it's always a neat one to have because it stands out.
I just need a good fire axe at this point. Can I play Sprite Ocarina?
I have one too. If you need one,
No, it's okay. I got 99.
We could continue have our discussion here. It's very fitting. This is where most of the discussions in the series happen.
It's very true. I'm gonna jump off for a bit though. I feel like I've been playing Fragment for a couple hours.
Even though I feel better, it's...
Oh no! What were you gonna say, Emuz?
Even though I feel better, it's probably a smart idea for me to go back and rest again.
Yeah, especially with headaches. My wife's been having headaches the last couple of days from med changes, and it sucked because hard to like play games and do stuff.
Hey, I know. It's no fun.
She's like, I would rather have back pain than headaches because at least with back pain you can somehow get into a position or something where it's not so bad, and then you can kind of zone out for a bit. But she's like, with headaches, like all you can really do is sit there with your eyes closed.
Pretty much.